Have you ever wondered what happens after we die? Across the world, since the dawn of civilization, humans have tried to understand death, not just as an end, but as a mysterious journey into another realm. Every culture, every mythology, every ancient civilization has imagined guardians of this final passage, beings who preside over life's ultimate transition. Some are terrifying, embodying chaos, decay, or the darkness of the unknown. Others are wise, just, and even compassionate, guiding souls with fairness and care. From the icy halls of the Norse underworld to the fiery depths of the Aztec afterlife, these deities reveal not just what people feared about death, but what they revered, respected, and hoped for in the afterlife. In today's journey, we are going to traverse the mythologies of the world, exploring over 30 different gods and goddesses of death, from ancient Egypt to Mesopotamia, from Greece to Japan, and even the forgotten corners of the Americas and Europe. We will meet Anubis, the meticulous jackal-headed god of mummification, guiding souls with unwavering precision, and Osiris, the once mortal king whose resurrection promised eternal life to those who walked the path of virtue. We'll uncover Thanatos, the serene Greek figure of death, and Hades, the impartial ruler of the Greek underworld, who governs not with cruelty, but with justice and order. You'll meet Persephone, whose story reminds us of the cycles of life and death, of growth, decay, and rebirth. We'll travel north to hell of Norse mythology, whose realm reflects the chill and isolation of a life passed without heroism, and Odin, the All-Father, who doesn't just command the battles of the living, but also ensures that fallen warriors reach Valhalla, where they prepare for the ultimate cosmic war of Ragnarok. We'll journey to India, where Yama, the Lord of Justice, determines the fate of every soul, weighing their actions against the laws of karma, ensuring that cosmic balance is maintained. In the Americas, Mictlantecuhtli and Mictecacihuatl reign over the Aztec underworld of Mictlan, reminding us that death is not just an end, but a crucial part of the cycle of life, celebrated and honored even through rituals of remembrance. In Japan, Shinigami act as the mysterious guides who ferry souls to their rightful place, neither malevolent nor benevolent, but essential to maintaining the natural order. We will also explore the eerie yet fascinating figures of Baron Samedi in Haitian Voodoo, the whimsical and terrifying Loa of the dead, Pluto in Roman mythology, who governs not just the underworld but the hidden riches of the earth, the Morgan, the Celtic phantom queen of war and death, guiding warriors and influencing fate, and Aron of Welsh mythology, whose paradisiacal realm of Anon reflects comfort, continuity, and honor rather than fear. But the journey doesn't stop there. We will delve into Mesopotamian myths, meeting Ereshkigal, the uncompromising queen of the underworld, who enforces the rules of life and death with absolute authority, and Nergal, her powerful consort, whose warlike and destructive nature reminds mortals of the inevitability of death. In Slavic folklore, we'll encounter Chernobog, the black god, embodying darkness and misfortune, balancing the forces of light and shadow. The Mayas are Puch, the skeletal harbinger of Mitnal, and Iku of Yoruba mythology, the personification of death, show us how cultures across the world have understood mortality as a structured, inevitable, and even sacred process. We'll explore Supe, the Andean god of the underworld, Tuoni and Tuonata from Finnish myth, Siddhapa from the Visayan Islands, and Giltan of Lithuania, whose evolution from a nurturing figure to a fearsome guide of souls reflects humanity's changing perceptions of mortality. And we'll meet Gyeosung Saja, Korea's messenger of death, ensuring souls reach their proper place, and Angra Mainyu, the destructive adversary of Zoroastrianism, embodying chaos, corruption, and the constant struggle between light and darkness. Each of these deities offers more than a glimpse into ancient beliefs. They reveal the moral, ethical, and philosophical frameworks of the civilizations that revered them. They teach us that death is not just an end, but a reflection of how life was lived, a mirror of our actions, our choices, and our responsibilities. They show us that cultures saw the afterlife as a continuation of existence, a stage where justice, transformation, and balance mattered more than mere survival. They remind us that fear of death is universal, but so too is the hope for renewal, honor, and transcendence. So, if you're fascinated by ancient myths, if you've ever wondered what death looks like through the eyes of the world's greatest civilizations, or if you want to explore the eerie, the majestic, and the divine in one epic journey, then you are in the right place. Stick with us as we reveal the fascinating stories, appearances, and roles of these gods of death, and uncover how they shaped the way humans have understood life, morality, and the great unknown beyond. Before we dive into this incredible voyage across worlds and underworlds, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You don't want to miss any of our explorations into myths, legends, and the hidden truths of ancient civilizations. Every week, we bring stories that not only entertain, but enlighten, taking you closer to the mysteries of the past and the timeless wisdom they hold. So, prepare yourself to meet gods and goddesses who command the afterlife, rule over the souls of the departed, and hold the ultimate power over life and death. From justice to chaos, compassion to destruction, from the warmth of resurrection to the cold inevitability of mortality, this is a journey you will never forget. Let's step into the shadows together and explore the mysterious, awe-inspiring, and sometimes terrifying world of death deities across cultures and time. Anubis. Within the dim corridors of the Egyptian afterlife stands Anubis, the jackal-headed deity who governs the transition between life and death. As the god of mummification, Anubis supervises the sacred embalming rituals with exacting care. These rites were believed to preserve the physical body, allowing the soul to recognize and return to it in the afterlife. Anubis also serves as a guide for the dead, escorting souls to the Hall of Ma'at, where their eternal fate is decided. There, he oversees the weighing of the heart, a solemn judgment in which the heart of the deceased is measured against the feather of Ma'at, the embodiment of truth and justice. Only those whose hearts are free from moral corruption may continue their journey. Through this role, Anubis functions as both protector and judge, reinforcing the Egyptian belief that ethical conduct in life directly shaped one's destiny after death. Yet he was also regarded as a compassionate presence, safeguarding souls as they navigated the dangers of the underworld. Osiris. Osiris's myth is rooted in loss and renewal. Once a mortal ruler of Egypt, he was betrayed and murdered by his brother Set, who dismembered his body in an act of treachery. Through devotion and magic, Isis recovered his remains and restored him to life, elevating Osiris to divine status as Lord of the afterlife. As god of resurrection, Osiris embodied the promise of rebirth beyond death. His reign symbolized continuity and renewal, closely tied to the cycles of nature, particularly the flooding of the Nile that renewed Egypt's land each year. In the underworld, Osiris ruled as a just and empathetic judge, weighing souls with fairness and understanding. His influence extended into kingship itself. Pharaohs were believed to mirror Osiris, both in life and in death, reinforcing the connection between moral leadership and cosmic order. Thanatos. In Greek mythology, death takes a quieter form through Thanatos, the personification of peaceful passing. Born of night and darkness, he represents death as a natural and inevitable transition, rather than an act of violence. Thanatos is often portrayed as a winged youth with a calm and gentle demeanor. His task is not to inspire fear, but to escort souls to the underworld with dignity and restraint. Frequently accompanied by his twin, Hypnos, the god of sleep, death is likened to drifting into rest. He operates strictly under the authority of fate, never claiming a life prematurely. This obedience reflects the Greek belief in cosmic balance, where death is governed by order rather than cruelty. Hades and Persephone. Hades, ruler of the Greek underworld, is often misunderstood as a figure of evil. In myth, he is neither cruel nor malicious, but a stern and lawful guardian of the dead. His realm houses all souls, from ordinary mortals to great heroes, and includes both Elysium for the virtuous and Tartarus for the condemned. Persephone's story bridges life and death. Once a goddess of spring, her abduction by Hades led to her becoming queen of the underworld. Her descent marks the barren months of winter, while her return to the surface restores fertility and growth to the world. Over time, Persephone emerges as a powerful mediator between realms, symbolizing transformation, renewal, and balance between opposing forces. Hell. In Norse belief, Hell governs Helheim, a cold and mist-shrouded realm reserved for those who died without glory. Daughter of Loki, Hell exists between life and decay, her form reflecting the boundary she rules. Helheim is not a place of punishment, but one of quiet continuation. Souls who arrive there are neither rewarded nor tormented, they simply endure. Hell rules with detachment, embodying inevitability rather than malice. Her domain reflects the Norse worldview, that death is not inherently moral, but a consequence of fate, and that honor earned in life determines one's legacy beyond it. Odin. Odin, the All-Father of Norse mythology, presides over both wisdom and war, guiding the fates of warriors even in death. As chief of the Aesir gods, his influence spans the realms of life and the afterlife. He selects fallen heroes, bringing them to Valhalla, the majestic hall in Asgard, where the worthy prepare to fight alongside the gods during Ragnarok, the prophesied end of the world. Unlike gods of war who embody chaos, Odin's relationship with death is marked by honor and purpose. Riding his 8-legged steed Sleipnir across the skies, he collects the souls of the brave, ensuring they continue their noble service beyond mortal existence. His dual role as strategist and guide underscores his responsibility in maintaining cosmic balance. Yama. In Hindu and Buddhist traditions, Yama stands as the god of death and the ultimate arbiter of moral justice. Known as the Lord of Justice, he evaluates souls based on their earthly deeds. Mounted on a black buffalo and wielding a lasso to claim the departing soul, Yama brings order to the afterlife, ensuring that karma dictates the consequences of one's actions. In Hindu mythology, his scribe Chitragupta records the deeds of the deceased, and Yama delivers fair judgment, deciding whether a soul faces punishment, reincarnation, or liberation. In Buddhist accounts, Yama is sometimes depicted as more fearsome, overseeing Naraka, the hell realms. Yet in all traditions, his role is to uphold cosmic justice, reminding mortals of the moral weight of their actions. Mictlantecuhtli. In Aztec mythology, Mictlantecuhtli reigns over Mictlan, the deepest region of the underworld. His skeletal form, adorned with owl feathers and a necklace of human eyeballs, embodies the inevitability of death while asserting his authority. Mictlantecuhtli oversees the journey of souls through challenging landscapes, reflecting the trials of mortal life. His dominion is not merely one of despair, it is a vital part of the life cycle. Rituals, including offerings and bloodletting, were performed to honor him and ensure safe passage for the dead, emphasizing the Aztecs' deep respect for the power of death. Mictecacihuatl. Mictecacihuatl, the Lady of the Dead, rules Mictlan alongside Mictlantecuhtli. She safeguards the souls entering her realm, guiding them toward rest. Often depicted as a skeletal queen, she presides over the festivals of the dead, which evolved into today's Dia de los Muertos celebrations. During these festivals, she is believed to allow the spirits of the deceased to visit the living, embodying a bridge between life and death. Her role highlights the Aztec view of death not as an end, but as part of an ongoing cycle of life. Shinigami. In Japanese folklore, Shinigami are spirits of death, tasked with escorting souls to the afterlife. Neither wholly benevolent nor malevolent, they ensure the natural balance of life and death. Their presence reflects cultural views of mortality, guiding humans to their end when it is unavoidable. Shinigami are often depicted in varying forms, sometimes cloaked in traditional robes, other times abstract or supernatural. They do more than lead souls away. They prompt reflection on the individual's life, preparing each soul for what comes next, whether reincarnation or eternal rest. Baron Samedi. Baron Samedi in Haitian Vodou governs the crossroads between life and death. Recognizable by his top hat, black tailcoat, and skull-painted face, he ensures that the dead are respected and that their passage to the afterlife proceeds smoothly. Known for his boisterous humor, love of rum, and playful irreverence, Baron Samedi reminds the living of death's inevitability while safeguarding spiritual balance. He is both protector and guide, maintaining order in the delicate realm between worlds. Pluto. Pluto, the Roman god of the underworld, oversees not only the realm of the dead, but also the hidden treasures of the earth. His dominion includes precious metals and fertile soil, symbolizing the duality of death and renewal. Unlike depictions of malevolent overlords, Pluto's kingdom is a place of potential as well as endings, reflecting the cyclical nature of existence where death enables new life. The Morgan. In Celtic mythology, the Morgan, often called the Phantom Queen, represents war, fate, and sovereignty. She embodies both protection and destruction. Often appearing as a crow or raven, she traverses battlefields, influencing the course of war and guiding souls. The Morgan is sometimes depicted as a triad of sisters, Badbi, Maka, and Nemain, each representing different aspects of battle, from chaos to protection. Her shape-shifting and omnipresence link the living with the otherworld, reinforcing her power over life, death, and destiny. Arawn. Arawn, the ruler of Annan in Welsh mythology, presides over a peaceful and paradisiacal afterlife. His realm is abundant, free from sickness and death, reflecting a vision of the afterlife as continuity and comfort. Arawn serves as both guide and judge, ensuring that souls find their rightful place. He commands a magical retinue, including his spectral hounds, and maintains fairness and honor throughout his domain. Those who encounter him are judged for moral transgressions, yet he protects the dead, offering resolution and peace. Ereshkigal. Ereshkigal reigns as the supreme goddess of the Mesopotamian underworld, known as Irkalla. As the queen of the great below, she governs all souls with absolute authority, regardless of their deeds in life. One of the most famous myths involving her is Inanna's descent to the underworld, where Ereshkigal presides over her sister Inanna's trial and death. Though strict and relentless, Ereshkigal enforces the laws of her domain with fairness, ensuring that cosmic balance is maintained. Her realm is not solely a place of darkness, it is also a site of transformation, where life cycles continue, linking her indirectly to fertility and renewal on Earth. Nergal. Nergal, a prominent Mesopotamian deity, embodies both war and plague. As Ereshkigal's consort, he shares rulership over the underworld, wielding his destructive powers to enforce the natural end of life cycles. Depicted with weapons such as a mace or sword, and sometimes accompanied by symbols like lions or flames, Nergal represents the harsh but necessary forces of existence, reminding mortals of the inevitability of death and the need to respect the divine order. Chernobog. Chernobog, or the black god of Slavic mythology, embodies darkness, misfortune, and malevolence. His name literally means black god, reflecting his connection to night and calamity. Often set against his counterpart Belobog, the god of light, Chernobog's role is to absorb and balance the evils of the world, especially during the night and winter months. Though feared, he is a necessary figure in maintaining cosmic equilibrium. Arpuch. Arpuch, the Maya god of death, rules over Mictlan, the deepest section of Xibalba, the Mayan underworld. Depicted with skeletal features, an owl's head, and bells adorning his hair, he symbolizes decay, destruction, and mortality. His presence is both feared and respected, as he oversees the transformation of souls according to their mortal actions. Rituals performed in his honor aim to appease him and ensure safe passage through the underworld, highlighting the Maya's understanding of death as a crucial part of life's cycle. Iku. In Yoruba tradition, Iku personifies death itself, playing a vital role in the cosmic order. Revered and feared, Iku ensures that souls transition at the appointed time, as determined by Olorun, the supreme deity, and the Orishas. Death under Iku is not arbitrary, it is a natural and balanced process, reminding the living of the inevitability of mortality. Rituals to honor Iku reflect a cultural emphasis on destiny, ethical living, and acceptance of life's natural progression. Supe. Supe, the Andean god of the underworld, presides over Uku Pacha, the inner world. He governs both the dead and the subterranean treasures of the earth. Recognized as powerful and fearsome, Supe commands spirits known as Supaikuna to enforce his rule. Despite his intimidating presence, he is seen as an essential force maintaining harmony between the living and the afterlife. Tuoni. Tuoni, the Finnish god of the underworld, rules over Tuonela, a shadowy yet tranquil realm where souls find eternal rest. Unlike harsh depictions of the underworld, Tuonela emphasizes peace and continuity. Tuoni, alongside his wife Tuonetar and their children, oversees the passage of the dead, sometimes interacting with heroes or gods. This familial aspect highlights a caring, organized afterlife, underscoring the natural order and inevitability of death. Siddhapa. In Visayan mythology, Siddhapa determines the lifespan of mortals. Residing atop Mount Majas in Panay, he watches over human lives, noting each person's destiny on a sacred tree. This imagery emphasizes his omniscience and the belief that death is predetermined, highlighting the intricate connection between mortality and cosmic order. Giltin. Giltin, from Lithuanian folklore, personifies death in a form reminiscent of the Grim Reaper, skeletal, cloaked, and wielding a scythe. Originally seen as a nurturing figure guiding natural transitions, her image evolved into a sterner, more foreboding presence over time. She ensures that death occurs justly, reminding people to live ethically and accept the inevitability of mortality. Jeosoeng Saja. In Korean folklore, Jeosoeng Saja is the messenger who escorts souls from the living world to Jeosoeng, akin to purgatory. Unlike the fearsome Western Grim Reaper, Jeosoeng Saja is portrayed as a bureaucratic figure who ensures that every soul follows celestial law, moving to their rightful afterlife based on earthly deeds. Angra Mainyu. Angra Mainyu, or Ahriman, in Zoroastrianism, embodies destruction, darkness, and the antithesis of Ahura Mazda's light and goodness. He spreads chaos, corruption, and moral decay, representing the negative forces in the universe. His role is not merely destructive, it is part of a cosmic balance, challenging beings to resist evil and maintain righteousness. Across mythologies and cultures, death deities take countless forms, some fearsome, others nurturing, some arbiters of justice, others enforcers of chaos. From Ereshkigal's stern fairness to Angra Mainyu's cosmic opposition, these gods and goddesses symbolize the human need to understand mortality, justice, and the eternal cycle of life and death. They remind us that death is not merely an end, but a transition, a balance, and a reflection of each culture's beliefs about ethics, transformation, and the mysteries beyond life.